The Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndieWrestling.us and IndieWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 462 Tuesdays. We've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Back again. We're off the road for the foreseeable future. And it's a get comfortable show, okay? It's a comfort zone show a little bit. We got the Rizz is on the line.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any pants.
And yeah, we are all I'm wearing like athletic shorts. Forget what they're called. And I don't do that. I don't just roam around. I might as well have Crocs on right now, okay? I might try that tomorrow. We're going to go. Gosh. It's going to be a no socks day, ladies and gentlemen, here at the studio. I'm getting comfy because the balls are sweating. And speaking of sweaty balls, also back in the studio with us is the best man, the Beastman.
Hello, world. I hope you all missed me.
There you
sure
go.
As hell didn't miss you.
Oh, man. What? Hey, wait a minute. What is that about? What is that about? Well, yes. The bookings that we make over the table at Haas's.
Yes. Yes.
No, I'm coming off the road, and I didn't really have an idea for this week, and we were hanging out after an impromptu booking you apparently had on Sunday in Indiana, PA. And it was like, he was like, gosh, come on. I'm like, I don't have a reason to, but why not? Other than let's chat. This is the secret that most of my podcasts are. I don't care about having a podcast. I care about a reason to have conversations with people I want to talk with.
Oh, like you said earlier when I came in, if there's anybody to have an interesting conversation with on Tuesday night, it's going to be with me. So,
Beastman came in during the end of Awesome Cast, our tech show we do on this network on Tuesday nights, and we did a Patreon. You may want to join the Patreon for Awesome Cast. So, actually, it's going to be part of it. If you have the Patreon, it's in there in the Patreon only feed a little bit too for this show too, because we just do the entire night now. But we were talking about Japanese Hello Kitty popcorn machines and steak at Big Boys in out there and stuff like that. We had kind of fun time with others in studio as well. Although Beastman was sitting off camera most of the time. So.
Well, apparently, Sorg saw me. He got all soaking wet and sitting on the couch.
I'm trying to drink more water, and the bottle was open, and I didn't realize it, and the couch is wet. So that's a thing that happens.
I thought you meant I think you meant Sorg got wet when you saw it.
There's wetness. There's wetness in the studio. Beastman happened to be here. Draw your own conclusions.
It got wetter. I got it. Good.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's where we're at with it. Thank you so much for that. But Beastman, how you doing? You've been everywhere. Man. You've been everywhere, man.
I'm good. I am feeling good. I'm happy. Life is good.
Good. Look, you got like this vacation shirt on over here. Man.
I'm in vacation, man. I'm on vacation, but every day I'm on vacation, so that's all I can say. I'm going to relax, be comfortable. I got my flip-flops on. We're not wearing socks today. So.
No. I like it. I like it.
We got Sorg's going to take off his socks and shoes. Rizz doesn't have pants. I might as well take off my shirt. We might as well have a big cotton party.
Well, should I take off my shoes right now? Actually, you know what? It's comfort show. It's happening. It's under the desk. It's under the desk. See? You can see what's under the desk.
Here, I'm going to unbutton the button, too.
So a button. There you go.
Onlyfans.com.
Onlybeastmans.com.
$14.99.
$14.99. And you got to pay for the good husk.
Yes.
There you go.
I have a menu.
Onlyhusk.com. So, anyways, look, there's a lot. There's a good bit happening in the news this week and everything like that. WWE had a lot of stuff they're leading into. They're going to the Middle East, which is an interesting time to do that right now. And there's been some debate over whether they should or not. But of course, they are doing Night of Champions. Night of Champions? Yes, Night of Champions.
Yep.
And they're going to do King and Queen of the Ring again. And leading into that, John Cena did a pipe bomb promo on Friday, mimicking CM Punk on that one. How do we feel? Well, Beastman, you said you were really down with the promo.
Hi, Jim LaMotta. So,
What the hell?
oh, I thought you wanted me to do a pipe bomb.
No.
No.
We're talking about the pipe bomb, the new pipe bomb segment.
It's just another. It's just another way to get another generation who wasn't familiar with the pipe bomb back in the day for us. You know, to get familiar with it, especially now with going. It's
been a good decade, isn't it? Yeah.
Roles are reversed. Very interesting. Like how they did that.
Mm-hmm. He's been so. I love John Cena. Has been so ingracious and over the top on this kind of thing, and swore on USA. So I love the part where it's like, USA, you can keep the last 2 minutes of this because he realized he's early. So, but that was kind of fun what they did with that. So, but I don't know. What do you think, Rizz?
The
Hold
point
up,
by
hold
point.
up. Time out. Time the hell out. All right, Rizz.
Yes,
Where is it?
right here.
That's not it.
What?
It's not it.
That's not it.
Is it?
You know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
Wait.
I got you.
Which
There
one?
it is.
No.
I got you.
There
That's
it
much
is.
better.
All right, now life is good.
That's much better.
Okay, I didn't know if
good.
you're looking for that or
Gotcha.
Buff Eagle. So.
I mean, I have Buff Eagle too. If you,
Oh well,
I
there
got
you go.
Buff Eagle.
There you go.
Ooh.
I got 2 versions of Buff Eagle.
Okay.
Buff Eagle's kind of hot. So.
Dancing.
Yeah, but this is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Bradley's better.
Yes.
Okay.
Or yeah. Anyways, like the point by point intricacies of how it actually looked compared to the pipe bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and also having the differences between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Like Punk was on the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
Cena's up on the corner.
And Cena's obviously making fun of the pipe bomb as he's doing it, right? So
Yeah, like I think the best part is I think I saw that this promo isn't going to go anywhere unless somewhere down, like 3 months down the line, he gets sued by one of the 3 people he mentioned.
why would he get sued?
You guys remember what happened with Punk and Cabana?
Oh, that eventually there was an issue. Yes, that's right. Yeah,
But
I guess
all in all, that was fun. Like
that was a little real lifey though.
I know, but that was a fun promo, and that was that Cena's having, out of all the times, the 16 times he's been champion, 16 of those times were a manufactured Robo Cena promo, face Cena promo, where he had to be the face to somebody like Punk. But now he is going into his what if phase, where he's like, what if I'm a heel? What if I do this? And they're all going, go ahead and do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. He's kind of earned that at this point, right? Yeah, basically. So, but I think it'll be interesting. I don't think he's losing the belt to Punk. Either way, I think it'll be a very good match. Obviously,
I still feel.
Yeah, it's allegedly if they have it. What's that, Rizz?
I still feel if they are doing this, and it's Punk versus Cena. I still feel Seth Rollins is going to be part of this.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know if he's going to cash it in on Punk.
Yeah,
and win it. Do the whole Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton thing. But I feel like if they're going to try to retcon The Rock not being there, what better way to put it on, to continue the CM Punk versus Seth Rollins storyline? Yeah.
Well, I also see him going in, trying it, getting screwed, kind of thing. Like they both get kind of screwed.
Like how
on
they
it.
do, like how they do like 5 of those a year before the actual cash in.
Yeah, it's that, but like he does it, it doesn't work out, but it still screws Punk out of it because he distracted.
Yeah,
like it's going to be one of those things.
You want to bet right now that they're going to lead us to another Montreal worked angle?
You think that's what's going to happen?
Might. It's been a while.
The desert screw job, if you will. I mean, we already had that with Orton and Gunther at the King of the Ring last year, didn't we?
I don't know.
So
So.
because it was a whole the shoulder was up or something. I think was the deal.
Mhm.
So that's why Orton going back is a big deal because it's him getting his comeuppance because he got screwed out of last year's. So and of course Gunther's on this run, coming out of it. So it's pretty big. So I mean, and then there's also the question on obviously there's some world events happening right now that allegedly making it pretty dangerous. Should WWE do this? I presume the money is saying yes at this point. I don't know. I heard alleged reports that there's already trouble with production trying to get through Qatar or something like that. So, but either way, I think they're going to be the most protected as possible, given how much assets are being put into this from that country. So it's unfortunate that we even have to ask this question at this point. 100%. But we'll see what happens there, and we'll be watching on pay-per-view, I guess. What's our PLE, I guess, on Peacock or Netflix or whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. And I don't know. I don't even know what else we could say on that point. They're going to decide to, unless things get increasingly more hairy between now and Saturday, which who knows at this rate, the way things are developing. Things we don't like to talk about on this show.
WWE always wants to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen videos of how they did it with when 9/11 happened and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When they went to Afghanistan the first time for tribute to the troops, they want to make a point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
this is their point.
Mm-hmm.
What's the point of risking when you don't have to risk it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, it's being ran by a different company now.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big. Well, also remember UFC. UFC also has a deal with the Saudi. Like TKO has a deal that they're bringing all their brands over there. I hope that means they're bringing bull riding to Saudi Arabia as well. Is that a thing? Power slap. They're bringing Power Slap to Saudi. Wouldn't that be amazing? So I wouldn't be surprised about that. From the chat room, Cena doing the pipe bomb was easily the best thing that he's done since turning heel. Tina says, did you see Cardona's response or retort? I saw him also do the Hi John sitting on the corner of a ring somewhere clip. True Prince also loved that Cena put Punk through the Slim Jim table before the promo, and the Slim Jim logo was perfectly in frame the entire promo. They're putting Slim Jim logos on the tables for the spots. There was Fireball was the ladder that they used. The Fireball ladder for Money in the Bank that they used had to be the one that they ended up using at the end, right? That's interesting. Tina saying because it's straight up WWE champion versus the LOTR. What am I missing with that? Since both the ring maybe King of the Ring I think is what she meant. Since Cody and Randy are SmackDown guys. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what comes out of this. I think it'll be presuming everything is fine. I think it's going to be a good show either way. And a nice afternoon show for most of us. Afternoon. Tina will be watching it with her cereal on Saturday morning, apparently. I'm missing it. I'm unfortunately doing an event all day here in Beaver County. So we'll be catching it later, I suppose. Because I think it starts when I want to get on site. But we'll see. I watch it in the car. Who knows? Especially if it's raining. So either way. So, well, we'll see what happens with that. Anything else WWE that's happening? I'm not caught up on NXT. And we do have our King of the Ring set, Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes on one side, and I believe it's Jade and
Asuka.
Jade and Asuka is the main. Wow, that's gonna be fun. And what our champions are Tiffany Stratton and Io Sky. Huh. Okay. I'm liking most of these configurations right now with the ladies.
They're good, solid finals.
Mm-hmm.
They're good, solid matches. I feel like the one match that's not I feel like I kind of don't want. I kind of hope Randy Orton wins because he got screwed out of that last time.
Sure.
but I don't think it's going to happen because he has to finish the story.
We have to finish the new story, right? So
He
it's
has
going to
to
be a
finish,
Cody.
Avengers Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did Avengers Endgame a couple of WrestleManias ago, and he has to do this new one.
Yes. So we'll see what goes on with there. Beastman, do you have any calls on this Lord of the? God, no, I'm doing it.
Now you're saying
King
Lord
or
of the
Queen
Rings.
of the Ring situation. Who you see this going?
How much does this guy weigh?
And I think it's all we need to know. By the way, we got a little bit of media in our chat room here to help out for the show, just to illustrate some things that we were talking about earlier. So thank you, Dave Ponder, for the Only Husks image that just came through. There you go.
That's my new Facebook picture.
That's your
my
new
profile
Facebook picture. There you go.
That's my new profile picture.
Right.
Thank you,
Ladies
Dave.
and cave girls, here he is. So hey, you know what? You gotta make money however you can in this business, right? So there you go.
If you can't have a sense of humor and make fun of yourself, you got problems. you know?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Especially in this shit.
Yes. Either way, thank you everybody that does support the show and what we're doing here in this craziness that we have going on over at patreon.com/wrestling mayhem show. You guys have been supporting us for a good long time, and we try to give you some extra Patreon stuff. We're back in the studio. We'll do some Patreon here after the show and everything, and you get the Patreon feed, and you can see a little bit of Beastman over on the Awesome Cast. But thank you everybody that does support the show over on the Patreon, currently including our friends at the fan of the show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Team Hammerfist, the Tupac family, Bubba Brewer of the Triple B podcast, and APWF. We had a fun at APWF there
Thanks
this
for
past
booking me,
weekend.
Bubba. Appreciate it.
Jason French at the Poppy Club level, Dave Pop Potter, Rassy in a Trench Coat, Tenny Kincaid, and True Prince of Pro at the Pizza Club level, the Rizz. There you go. And at the management level, Bradley. You guys support the show too over on patreon.com/wrestling mayhem show. Thank you everybody that does support the show. Boy, AEW, what they got going on here last week? Well, we were coming off. Did we talk about they were going into the Mexico show last week, right? When we last met. Where's the lizard at? You got the lizard over there? I think it's right there, right? Come on, still represent the lizard. There you go. That's your new buddy. That's your new mascot, right?
This is right here.
Well, I don't know. Well, Katie had it during Awesome Cast, and it went on the trip to Michigan with us. So, and I love that it's just randomly in shots when I'm pulling clips up from last week, by the way. So either way, they did Arena Mexico. I thought it was a pretty fun show. It had a nice mix of things. Mercedes won the CMLL championship, adding to the belt collection. She's going real Ultimo Dragon right now, I'd say. Rizz, did you get a chance to see any of that show or clips?
Saw clips.
You saw clips. Okay.
I saw good clips.
Okay.
I'm surprised MJF didn't go full Adonis or full. Is he going by Adonis still?
Sam Adonis?
Like Sam Adonis, yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the imagery of being that.
I think they're avoiding that kind of.
there.
I think they're kind of for
That's
context. When Sam was doing the big American gimmick, especially in CMLL, is where he was doing it. He had a big America flag with Trump's face on it during his first term. That was getting him a lot of press at the time. So, but no,
good and bad.
They're not going to play with that. I think on AEW.
No, probably not anymore.
Considering, yeah. So,
yeah.
but
I mean, they did have JBL.
He was, but I do appreciate
JBL was AAA, wasn't he?
Yeah, JBL's AAA. So, yeah. But I did,
which is a weird sentence to say, by the way.
Yeah, JBL and AAA. There's only 6 letters involved in that statement. So, But also,
Latin Lover's still there.
Latin Lover, yes. Man, we're learning a lot about Mexican wrestling here this month, aren't we? So, but no, I love it. I thought it was a really cool really cool show that they did at CMLL in Mexico. Friends of the show like Shane Taylor got, because I think there was a taping for Ring of Honor. I'm way behind on Ring of Honor right now because of all the travel, but I'll be catching up here shortly. And but so I'm looking forward to see what that is. It looks like Shane Taylor was a part of that. I saw some imagery from that as well. So and it's really cool. It is one of the big arenas, your Tokyo Dome, MSG, and ECW arena in Arena Mexico, right? So it's cool that a lot of people got an opportunity to be a part of that. Kirk, is Arena Mexico like both the promotions run down there?
No, it's
In
just
that,
CMLL.
that's just like CMLL has got a lock on
CMLL
that.
has Arena Mexico, yeah.
Interesting. So
Yeah, Triple A is based. Their big shows are out of Tijuana.
Tijuana.
Yeah,
Okay.
For what Sam told me.
I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not. There was something, the Regia or something like that, Regalia or something. Was that the place? I thought they put the town next to the Triple Mania names now, but I could be mistaken. So, but we're all learning together.
Yes.
I suppose what goes on down there. So no, I thought that was a really good one for them. They're heading into All In right now. Looks like they're heading towards about 21,000 people in that stadium, so that should be pretty good for them. So because they're not, they're not bringing like the biggest of houses these days, anyway. So that should be a good bump for them. So there'll be a
Tony Storm dressing as Carmen Sandiego.
Oh my
last
God,
week.
yes,
That was fun.
That was
fun.
That was a lot of fun. So. But no, I don't know what else is there to say about AEW. I haven't catched up entirely on Collision yet, so I'm about halfway through it. No, you just pick up on the clips.
I just see clips. Or
I do appreciate RJ City on AEW. They're not announcing the interviews anymore.
No, they're not. That's
they had the little monkey guys on this week. I've seen clips from it and didn't really get into it yet. But I imagine we're going to see a lot of luchadors as part of AEW over the next several weeks as we get through this. And if you haven't yet, check out the Zach Gowen one. It's pretty good too. And Adam Page doing an entire promo in Spanish. Oops, excuse me. Oh no, hit it. There we go. Also, Kota Ibushi's back. Is the big news from this weekend. So, but that's all I got for AEW, I guess. Rizz.
Sorg.
Okay. Some news that I just saw in the headlines coming through this, and Beastman, maybe you can speak to some of this. I saw the headline that the Missouri. Am I saying it right? Somebody's gonna get mad at me.
Sure.
They banned Miyo Yamashita from competing at GCW event over the weekend. So apparently this is around her. She's performed in the state several times, and this is what. Have you been in Missouri? Do you have a license over there?
I have. The closest I've been to Missouri is outside of Missouri. A lot of promoters run outside this, like outside of St. Louis, because Missouri's a bitch to get a license in.
Kind of like people run in West Virginia because Pennsylvania is a bitch sometimes. There you go. VCW coming back at the end of August, by the way.
We got a lot to talk about there.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit here. But they're saying that they did not license her for that match because for that day because she does not have a social security number. She's from Japan.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is connected with a lot of the like other things that are getting kind of weirdly cracked down on or something like that. But that seemed like a weird rule for them out of especially she's been there before. So, but and I know some of these places are pretty like somebody was talking about Kentucky. If you're a commentator or camera person, you have to get licensed in Kentucky if you're over the barricade.
Unfortunately, it's like one of the sad things about
Even down to blood work.
In Kentucky, you don't need blood work.
Was it blood work or at least a physical or something, right?
In Kentucky, you have to have a physical until you're good until you're 40, and then post 40, you have to have a physical every year.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got 2 more years before I have to start getting a physical every year. So.
Jeez. Wow.
Maryland.
Do you have to get it in Kentucky, or can you like go to your PCP and just report it?
I just do it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can do everything online. Maryland, you have to do it on site,
and
you have. They love me in Maryland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
So, every time I'm there, I always have to you got any weapons you bring out with you because they have to check everything. I got a bone. It's a different commissioner every time. Finally, the same commissioner started coming around. They don't have to ask me, what's this giant bone that you got? So I have to go downstairs, go grab my bag. I got this thing. They're like, is that real? I'm like, it's as real as a donut, motherfucker. So I ended up having to show them that, and then you have to get a physical on site before every show. So, and with me fucking driving 3 hours to Maryland, I need an energy drink, especially after spending 8 hours in the woods doing Beastman things.
Yeah, deepest, darkest West Virginia,
Yeah.
as we're told by Hank Hudson every time. Yeah,
exactly. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, your blood pressure's a little high." I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a little high, especially when you have to run for a minute
yeah. Mm-hmm.
because they make you like jog in place for like a minute before you take your blood pressure." It's
Ooh, excuse me.
ah,
Oh, sorry about that. So
that-
they have to pay for, and presumably the promotion has to pay for the doctor to come in and do the physical, right? So now that's like
it's a commission thing.
yeah, it's a commission thing. But so the commission shows up with the doctor. It's not like here where you have to pay for the doctor or something. Because who knows? None of us are doing companies in Maryland, I suppose. So, but either way, so hey, we got something special. I just saw somebody come online. And I think they're ready. Give me the thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, go. We have a return. Beastman, you're here for a special occasion.
Oh,
It's not just because you're here. Okay, it's an added. This is a Beastman surprise. We have back on the show, and I don't know how long this has been. I did not put the date down. But back on the show, ladies and gentlemen, making his return, I have no music for this, is Mad Mike.
Hi.
Hey, stranger
Hi.
from New York.
my brother, my man, what is go? Take off that fucking Yankees jersey. For God's sakes.
No. I would, but Sorg doesn't allow the right to bear arms
Brother,
on the show.
Come on, brother. If we're gonna do it, let's
Oh
do it
no!
right.
What are you doing?
We're
What are
gonna
you
do it, we're gonna do
doing?
it right. Listen, I'm telling you, look, the shirt's not gonna come off, but because there's air conditioning here, so we're good. But all right, we'll do that. Does that make only Husk, baby? Only Husk.com. So
This is your welcoming party, Mike.
That I would expect nothing less.
I take 20s.
I need 20. So
There you go. There you go. Mike, I know you're back from your life excursion. We'll just say for now.
Yeah.
How is South
Yeah.
America?
Yes. How was South America?
it was lovely.
Were you chopping redwoods and
Did you know that they call Brazil nuts just nuts in Brazil?
No.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
these nuts.
And aguachiles in Chile, they just call them aguas. It's very weird.
What do they call
So
water?
weird.
What do they
I
call
don't
water
know.
in Chile?
I've also been watching a lot of cooking shows, so that's why I'm just bringing up obscure
Mike, what do they
yeah,
call
yes.
chili in Chile?
chilies. They just call it here's.
Okay.
The more you know.
But they still have excellent specials on Tuesday nights. So
The whole country?
They still have the chicken crispers. I missed those.
yes.
Do they still have the
Yes.
donkey show?
Oh, yeah, I didn't go into all that. You know, I still
It was
I
there.
have to have some scruples.
There you go. He was there. He was there.
I
with
heard
his family.
tell. I heard tell.
Can we talk about? I don't think since you've been on the show, I believe you've procreated.
Yeah. I have a little man.
Mm-hmm.
He is just a hair over 20 years old.
There you go.
His name's not Ronnie Starks, is it?
No.
You said little man. That's what I'm assuming.
Ronnie wishes. Ronnie wishes he could be as cool as my little guy. My little guy's name is Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
and he has been keeping me quite busy.
Mm-hmm.
Quite busy. I will say, over the weekend, I put this in the Zoom chat. You can put the picture up if you want, Sorg. He saw a shirt that I had to have lying around. It was a Claudio Castagnoli shirt that I had worn at some point during the weekend, and he said, "Daddy's shirt." And I'm like, "You want to put the shirt on?" And he's like, "Yes." So I put the shirt on, and hi, Claudio Castagnoli.
Yay! I love it. We need to tag him in this one. So, he's getting so big. Look at him. That's great. That's great. Has he clombed on to wrestling yet? Other than wearing daddy's clothes.
We tried initially in the beginning.
Yes.
He
at 2 weeks.
yeah. almost immediately I would show him wrestling, but
Yes.
Babies, they sleep more than Joe Tessitore during the SmackDown. So
Wow.
yeah.
Spyro Tessitore.
And no, he sounds like he just wakes up half the time. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Sorg, it's been a long time.
We're starting off hot.
I have some takes. I have some hot takes, some spicy takes, some juicy takes. I got takes.
We'll get a TNA. We'll get a TNA update after the break then.
Oh, my girls are back. So
oh yes.
I'm gonna
gotta
try
catch
to
me
go
up.
out.
You gotta catch me up because I didn't even catch anything. I wasn't even in town for the tapings this week. So
they sold out every day.
They sold out every day.
Hung out to the Raptors.
That's tremendous. I have no idea what the arena was they were in.
That sounds
Inspired, yes. Well, Mike, we're going to catch up with you a lot between this and Patreon, of course. But in the meantime, we do want to give a shout out. A lot of stuff happening over at indiewrestling.us. Watch more wrestling, hundreds of hours over on the network, on VOD, all those kinds of things. A lot of DVDs going in the mail today. We're catching up the orders because we've been very busy, unfortunately, very lately. And, we had to find a new method of printing DVDs for you guys that still do that. But there's a lot of stuff. 880 Wrestling, of course, weekly on Thursday nights. Big show this Friday, Legendary Summer. It's going to be a blast. And then the APWF just dropped tonight on the YouTube channel for free. That'll be up on the network for free as well very shortly too.
Ouch, husk.
And which you were a part of. We'll talk about that in a moment. And so much more RWA from this past weekend featuring Enzo was part of it again against the Revenue, the Revron Hunt. Also featuring the Beastman. Hey, you're on a lot of stuff over there. It's interesting. I mean...
When you try to have a weekend off, they need a guy.
Did you get booked on both shows out of nowhere?
Basically, yeah.
Jeez, man. But a lot of great stuff going on over there. Top Rope Tabletop, and we're actually going to be recording some new content tomorrow night that you'll see here in the next couple of months. And some people are pitching some stuff to me too. So actually, we had another podcast idea that came up, a wrestling podcast idea. So go check all that out. IndieWrestling.us for all your indie wrestling needs. And have I mentioned on the show, by the way, because there's a debate, Rich Bocchini, about how do you spell indie wrestling? And I know we use the Y because that's how we did it in Pittsburgh, okay? But I can say if you spell Pittsburgh or you spell indie wrestling, if you spell Pittsburgh without an H, you're canceled. But if you spell indie wrestling the other way with an IE, we now also have that domain. So all that will work. So there you go.
We still can't use US, right?
It's still .us. Yes. Nobody. I can't afford.
No, I don't. Indie with the US.
Yes, Beastman. How's that work? Phonetically.
In my education from the deepest, darkest parts of West Virginia, of course it does.
That West Virginia school system, I tell you what, produces the Beastman. There you go. Anyways, Beastman, you got a lot of stuff going on. First of all, can we talk about how you got a random book this weekend and what you did? So, I know you took on Gianni Michael Enrico for the No Limits Championship. And you are the new champion. Did I see that right? Listen, I was helping with the event while I was doing another event that had nothing to do with wrestling, and I looked down because you were on the free match, and I saw you had the belt.
All right.
And I saw you tried to put the belt on.
Yeah, it didn't work out well. We need to get a new belt.
Like, apparently. So, I mean, you can fashion it into a bag or something. We could do something creative with that too. Could it be a bone holder?
Could be.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
We can work something out. Your Mrs. Beastman's very handy with things.
We can definitely make only Husk content.
Only Husk content with the belt. Are you going to do
Shawn Michaels pose?
Oh,
yeah, we can recreate the belt.
I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do.
I think you know exactly what to do with that.
I mean, you have a nice little room back there, Sorg.
What do you mean, a nice little room back there?
We put R2-D2 and C-3PO in the background.
Okay, yeah, there's that. We also have
with the fireplace.
We also have a Sasha Banks standee.
Yes.
But don't make it weird or anything.
we put the Christmas tree.
Oh, you should also put the belt on Sasha Banks so she has another.
There you go. Yeah, there we go. That's what we can do with that, with the No Limits belt. So, anyways.
So what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
What do we
I mean, you kind of glossed over the.
Yeah, now, Rizz, you were there. What?
I was there, and
Yes.
kind of glossed over the fact that Beastman, when he came out, put another certain friend of the show in a trash can.
What? Tell me about this.
Wow.
So of course, Tony Kincaid, Rats in the Trench Coat, was trying to get inside the head of Beastman again. So obviously, Beastman slowly turns, grabs a trash can, and just slams Tony Kincaid in said trash can.
Oh, I think I just found it.
Before the match.
Okay, I think I found it. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
So we got the shot right here. Is this the face-off? Is this what turns into it?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, no.
And
Oh, that's
there he
the
goes.
moment. I haven't seen this yet. And there's a trash can. And security's doing their job and not doing anything. There you go.
The mic was saved, though.
The mic was safe. The look of fear in Gianni, though. Oh, no. There it goes. And then this is the start of the match?
Yep.
Oh, man.
So, long story short, I was just coming to hang out. I'm taking, I'm healing up some injuries.
Okay.
The last couple weeks.
Okay.
And get the call on the way from a certain man we call Q-Mags, like,
Mm-hmm.
I need you, brother. I'm like, what you need?
Sounds just like that.
Yeah, I need you. I need you coming. I need you to take out Gianni for me. I'm like, all right. For you? Absolutely. So I was taking the weekend off to rest up because I need to rest up. I mean,
Yeah.
goddamn, I've been on the road for
You've been taking bear traps and everything.
bear traps, everything you can think of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just literally came off of having 6 staples taken out of my head and some stitches out of my arm and my hand. So I have a bruised tailbone, so I've been trying to rest up for the last 4 months. So now I had a couple weeks to be able to do it. And when they need a guy, when they know that the Husk is available, they always give me a call. So
The trusty Husk. Yes. So there you go.
I blame Jim LaMotta for Sunday though.
Okay. So this happened again on Sunday too.
Yes. Oh wait, wait till you watch the finish of this match. It's pretty.
It was. I'm not going to spoil it, but I worried for GME at that point. It was a shot. It was a really good shot.
Is it this thing on the rope? Oh geez.
Yep.
Oh god, let me back that up because that's a really good thing. So we're on the rope. He's on the rope. He's celebrating. Okay, he's good. He's celebrating for you guys on audio. I think he's got a minute here before we go in here, so we'll just vamp for it. He's yelling at the crowd. He's sitting backwards on the turnbuckle because that's a terrible
That's what you do.
Terrible idea situation. So he's hanging out here. Beastman is getting up, and this is great podcasting, by the way, because I definitely messed this up. And you see him coming from the background. He's working the camera, and here comes Beastman through the ropes. And wait a minute.
At least you helped him.
Wait.
Did help him.
He's in a tree or whoa. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Is this the finish?
Oh, yeah.
So you pulled him up. But what do you call this? Where you pull him up and you do that kind of stomp off of the tree or whoa thing like that? What is that? The end?
Sure.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh,
yeah.
no!
I was gonna say the stomp.
Oh, you just squished him out of the tree.
The Joey Lawrence.
Oh no!
Oh,
whose idea was that?
You're talking to him. That's. I'm feeling that was all Beastman there.
Jeez, dude! What does he owe you money? What the shit?
Of course, Gianni owes me money.
So you go from that to you go from that to you're in a tag match on Sunday. Again, you just showed up. I walk in and it's like there's you. you and Rhino are walking in. I was like, oh, okay, and I can't remember the matches. I'm like,
me and my boy Terry.
yeah. I was like, I don't remember him on the.
Walking in together.
Beastman and the Man Beast.
Yes, I kept sitting there in the corner like it's intermission, and I'm loopy from my week and driving in from Michigan to do this show, and I'm just like, Rhino, is he a man? Is he a beast? Is he both? So that's where I was that day. So you showed up. I know there was somebody had a concussion or something and wasn't able to make the show. So I know that's the story of what might have happened there. So you ended up in a tag match.
Yeah, I ended up in a tag. I'm the new man, Don. What can I say?
You're the. Oh, are you in Money Shot now? Is that what's happening?
I am the new member of Money Shot.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Money Husk.
Money Husk. Yep.
Money Husk. Man, you should have. I wish they went with that name on this one. So you teamed with Zach Nystrom against the strangely good guy troublemakers with Cannon Christopher and Glenn Spector. So by the way,
that was a
by the
tag,
way, Gianni is in the chat room and says, "Yeah, that one hurt." Yeah, man.
Wah. He knows.
Welcome to the business, kid. Right?
Yep.
So
don't fuck with Husk.
Fuck with Husk. There it is. Tina's calling it the trio. Whoa.
That is my Tiger Driver 91.
Is that your Tiger Driver? So when you doing a destroyer? When are you doing a West Virginia destroyer? When's that coming out?
We'll be losing all this weight.
VCW might become.
There you go.
So yeah.
There you go.
Thought.
There you go. You try it on Rizz.
Yeah. Let's call it Facade. I need you to teach me how to do a destroyer.
There you go. I love that. Can we film that? So you had the troublemakers, and you cut off Glenn on a promo, which I appreciate.
I tried.
Yes, thank you for that. So that's APWF. That's retribution for the weekend. So you had a big surprise Beastman weekend on the network apparently. So, but you had a lot going on. You kind of went viral a couple weeks ago. Not that way.
For a few things. Actually,
for a few things?
Yeah,
for a few. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of things. Okay, let's talk first about this before we get to the big one I know everybody's seen. I get a video. Our boy Hardcam Frio. We've been booking Hardcam Frio for some stuff in Michigan that's not wrestling because I think he's that good, and we've been giving him other jobs, right? He sends me a video of you and Rhino, speaking of, and I thought I saw something about this before, but apparently there is an incident with a bear trap.
Yep.
How does this come about?
So,
first of all, how did the bear trap get introduced in the match? I know it's Horror Slam, but holy shit.
I just went to the back and grabbed it.
There's just a... Hold on a second.
Enough.
It's just like, in the world where in professional wrestling, there just happens to be a bear trap.
Yep.
Never
know where you can find one lying around.
Does the Beastman introduce the bear trap, or?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Okay.
Are you pulling up
I'm trying to pull up the clip right now. Actually, yes.
While it's uploading.
Well, yeah. I'm not prepared for this one.
There's a special going on at Only Husk this month.
Okay.
You have to DM me and subscribe, and I'll send you the menu.
Sure.
$15 feet pics with hot dogs in between my feet.
No, that's just the door. Okay, here we go. So this is for everybody on video version of this. Oh no, this is something else. This is a spot from Horror Slam again. Hardcam Frio, go follow him on the YouTubes. And Rhino's got a bear trap, and completely just you guys are fighting over it. It goes on your hand. No, it's on your hand now. And you get a gore with it on your hand. Wow.
The Saw movies have really taken a turn.
Haven't they?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen one.
That's making the rounds. And then the one from GCW where...
We will save that one for a minute. Let's talk about the bear trap.
Let's talk about the bear trap. Okay.
I know Mad Mike is itching to see that clip, so he's probably sorry saw it 50 times. So it's all good.
Oh, the other spot? Yeah.
I wanted to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
So What is something that has not been introduced in pro wrestling?
Apparently, bear traps.
Beastman? How you gonna catch a Beastman? Use a trap.
Yeah.
But so the trap itself, I remember it was years ago. There's a wrestler about 10, 12 years ago named Viper. I don't know if you remember who Viper is or not.
In the area here?
He's an Ohio guy.
Okay.
He was like he was a deathmatch guy from like down that area.
Okay.
And he used to bring a trap with him to the ring. It was like a rabbit trap. And I always remember he had a spot where he got his hand caught in the trap. So I wanted to do. That's where I got the idea from. I wanted to do like an actual bear trap. Mm-hmm. So looking at, I bought a bear trap. The trap that you see it's a bear trap, but it's a smaller trap compared to like the huge one that you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it hurts. I mean, there's no way to go around it, but it's original. I could say I introduced something to pro wrestling. I brought a bear trap into it. So before it gets stolen, I don't know. I just wanted to do something different. Especially with the Tournament of Survival, I wanted to do something no one's seen before. Mm-hmm. So I felt that was it was on my mind for like almost a year, and I figured that's like, okay, let's do it.
I'm surprised you didn't introduce this while you were in Japan, or it just the idea came after.
It came after.
Okay. So.
I got a wedgie. Hold on. All right.
Okay, there you go. All on air. Can we talk about the other clip now?
All right, let's
I
go
got it
ahead.
queued up here. Mike, have you seen this? Have you seen the?
I'm not sure. The world of wrestling has been a crazy mistress to me. I've seen some things, I haven't seen other things.
Well, we got this. We put this clip on our feed here. I put it to Tub Thumping. He's coming out. He's being Beastman, and then the Beastman goes down. Beastman versus chairs. There you go. And then it gets tossed in the ring. I think you hit the announcer on this one. Yeah, he got a little bit.
Poor Adam.
He no sold. And they're very mad because like they're yelling at commentary. No, those are the venue chairs. So yeah, that was a little bit. I can't imagine the sight lines are very good with that mask on.
I've worn this thing for I've had it for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And I got it reupholstered and redone to kind of get everything set back up.
Yeah. Because it wears over time.
Yeah. So like for a while it was like if you looked at older pictures, it was drooping to the side. So I got like evened out and fixed up again. Shit happens, boys.
Like the chair ardent with the bone, I thought. Like it just like but it just fell over. Like
who says I didn't do that? Who says I didn't do that on purpose?
That's true.
I'm Beastman.
Who says you didn't want to get on Botchamania?
Who cares?
I assume everything you do is on purpose.
Yeah, I'm Beastman.
Mm-hmm. Even if only in the moment.
Yeah.
That's a Beastman thing to do.
Yep.
When I climb through the woods, I fall. I fell off trees. I fell off stumps. I fell off of fucking rings. So if you falling over a chair, so what? You know what? People want to laugh about it. I think it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't mean did I do it on purpose? Or
Yeah, you know what? Titus O'Neil went viral for sliding under the ring, and he got merch made out of it.
Exactly. So, and I guarantee you, that was probably the most seen clip of anything that happened on that show. And
like Beastman, honestly, you should have a shirt come out with a picture of that chair from that venue.
Yeah.
No chair is safe.
I like that. That's Cole. If you're listening, get on that.
There you go.
Telling you, Mad Mike is back. He brings the $1,000 ideas all the time.
Fantastic.
No chairs.
What we got in the chat? What are they saying in the chat?
I'm trying to get back to the chat because I had a message come through and I can't get back to the chat now. So give me one moment to get back to the chat. But either way, so a lot of stuff happening. Let's talk about, you had a big announcement here recently. VCW Victory Championship Wrestling is coming back to McMechen.
What do you mean, this VCW right here?
Yeah, that one.
We're back, baby.
That's what happened the last time we were in McMechen. Bradley got a wedgie
a year ago to the
year ago. There you go. You know what? What are we gonna get? Is it more Mayhem? Is it more Beastman?
Wait,
is there gonna be more wedgies for Bradley?
Yes.
Can I request Bradley get a Melvin?
Sure. I don't know what that is, but sure. Whatever you want.
It's a front wedgie.
DD Vice,
Where you
if you're listening,
pull up from the front.
There you go.
DD Vice is allowed to wedgie Riley as long as he wants.
There you
I
go.
will let it happen. But yes, let us talk about VCW. I am so excited. We are back August 31st.
You were yes.
I am pumped after plan. You know what? Plans don't always go accordingly. So it's one reason why I'm sitting here today. I ain't afraid to say like some shit happens. You know, I was actually supposed to go overseas for 3 months. Unfortunately,
Setting up international travel's hard,
Yeah.
especially these days.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
I mean, look
unfortunately,
what-
plans fell through.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
there's nothing I can do. And you know what? It is what it is. And now accepting bookings.
I mean, you can tell this is all business because that's the most serious picture of Beastman I've ever seen on a poster.
Yes. I don't know why they took that picture of all pictures, but
Okay.
thanks, Will.
Okay.
Well, let's talk.
Where did it even come from? What is happening that day? What was happening that day in your mind at that photo shoot?
Right before the picture.
So that picture I took, I was taking pictures for my new dolls, and that was one of the pictures that I had to send to get made. And I don't know how I used that picture.
Wait,
as
like the little Russell Buddy guys,
You
or
didn't see my new dolls yet?
no? I haven't seen your dolls.
yeah,
You
I'll
have
get-
dolls. There's
yeah.
a beast. Is there a Beastman Ken doll
No, not yet.
kind of deal, or what are
We're
you
working
talking
on it,
about?
working on it. No,
Okay.
it's like plush dolls. So,
Oh,
right?
plush dolls. Okay.
So I used that picture as a like a
As
year-
a LinkedIn profile.
yes. From,
Okay.
From where I was like a year ago, from when I started my weight loss journey to now. you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I mean, you can see the difference. Plus, I have a nice tan on that. So for some reason, that's like been Will Trotter, who is my favorite poster guy,
Mm-hmm.
who likes to. I don't know why he chose that picture of all pictures, but okay. So, but yeah, we're back. We're heading back to McMechen. First of this show and 3 more shows for going into 2026, and then I'm happy to say that I don't care now. Be prepared, Pittsburgh. VCW is coming up this way very, very soon.
Ooh,
So,
you got a little close in Washington, Canonsburg area recently.
yep. And,
So
I'm planning on bringing operations up here. Eventually, I'm going to start my school back up.
okay.
Been looking at buildings the last couple months, so that's currently the plan. I know it's going to upset some people, but you know what?
You know what?
guys.
I think there's always. Oh wait, where's my mouse switch? I think there's always room for more good wrestling and training. You know, because I think there's an appetite for it lately. You know, we've seen, like, from what I understand, there were how many weekends this 2 or 3 shows went up against TNA.
Yep.
That sold out.
And we did very well.
And my understanding is everybody did pretty well
Yep.
regardless. So there's an appetite for this. So another promotion and running in the greater Pittsburgh area, you know, and even I think those 3 shows were all within 10 minutes of each other
So
that
here's
weren't TNA.
So
So
here's the thing,
Mhm.
okay? I'm not, and you've known me for a long time, Sorg.
yes.
I'm not a man that like tries to. I'm not trying to compete with nobody. I'm
Mhm.
not trying to take business from anybody. Like I do things on different days of the week.
Yeah.
You know, there's no pro wrestling on Sunday in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's going to be the eventual plan. That's going to be the eventually the plan is to run Sunday shows up here in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to do shows in West Virginia, not so much as like we were, because like the biggest thing with me is I'm living up here now,
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard for me, and we've had this conversation. It's hard for me to go to West Virginia and try to get things promoted, try to get stuff done and sponsors when I'm up here when I don't have time to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to make it easier on myself and just start bringing things up here. I want to start a school back up. There are a lot of good schools in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not saying I feel like I can bring something to the table when it comes to teaching people. I do have international experience. I've been in the business 20 years. I do have TV experience as well. I don't have credentials, some people do, but I feel like I can teach people the right way on how to do things and make people good workers. You know,
yeah.
I'm not, and like I said, I'm not trying to take business from anybody.
Mhm.
You know, we have an untapped market north of the Allegheny from here, so
Yeah.
why not use
Yeah,
it?
you're working in an area that nobody's working regularly right now. There's a
Yeah.
little bit of a hole, you know, since somebody's moved out of that area. So you know, so there's you're kind of filling a void when it comes to that idea there. And there's still areas outside of Pittsburgh that people don't run.
Yes,
You know, which is always, it kind of confounds me. And there's might be some Edge is going in there with some other promotions coming up here. But yeah, so like it's not detractive or anything like that. So.
Look, my thing is I'm not trying. Everybody's going to say, people are going to say you're oversaturating market.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not oversaturating anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, good wrestling is good wrestling. People are going to come see good wrestling.
Absolutely.
I'm not planning on competing against 880.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not competing against IWC. I'm not going to compete against 2PW. That's not my plans.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my thing is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with me having this time off now to be able to bring VCW back and bring it back and hopefully have a sellout back in McMechen like we did the last time we were there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been a lot of demand for the last year. People have been asking when we're coming back.
The Facebook page, like I think once a week, somebody asks when you're coming back to McMechen.
And you saw when we announced, it exploded.
Yeah,
we've had over 80 shares. Like people have been. I had somebody down in the other day in Indiana telling me that they're booking a room for the weekend. They're going to come to West Virginia and watch the show.
Wow, I get it. That is crazy. Like
a trip.
Like when I hear
Just
about
go
people,
see.
yeah. Well, I mean, we had last 2PW show there was somebody came from Ontario.
It's
Canada.
crazy.
Because like, why are you here? Why are you in Worthington, PA? Right? And they're like,
John McChesney brings a house. What can you say?
There's that too. Book Beastman in Erie. Hashtag only Beastmans. Only Husks. Yeah, there you go. Only Husks. But anyways, but it was like, we saw it online and it looked cool, so we wanted to come see it. I was like, I guess the video works, guys. So which is why we should have some badass video of your promotion of any level, because you never know what it's going to bring in the door and sell a ticket from God knows where. So like it's crazy.
And one thing I can say is like I didn't take for didn't realize how much like VCW was like impacted on the area.
Mm-hmm.
Just in
until
wrestling.
it went away, right?
Yeah, well, because like I never knew how much it was going to be missed. You know, like obviously, like okay, I have other plans. I got to focus on other things, and that's what I needed to do at the time. Like 8 months ago, I needed to focus on what's going to happen to me. Where am I going in my career? Do I want to be a wrestler or do I want to be a promoter? That was like my thoughts on things.
You were at a crossroads.
Yeah, and I chose the wrestler path, and it's been pretty good. But now, like I said about what's been going on, go back to right now. It's kind of like a reset for me for what's next. You know, where am I going to go next in my career? Not saying I'm not done. I mean, obviously I'm not done wrestling, but like on an indie level, how far? Like, what's the next thing I could do? You know, I'm working for NWA right now, part time. Just did the biggest work for the biggest indie company in the United States, our biggest show of the year.
Who was that?
GCW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just did their tournament.
Oh yeah, that we just saw the clip from.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You know, what's next? You know, where can I go from here? So right now it's kind of I'm like at a reset on like I'm going to Scotland in November. So there you go. I'm going over to the UK for a week.
You're going to Scotland.
I'm going to Scotland.
Intern John is supposed to be going to Scotland. Intern John has not met Beastman yet. I think were you not on the show? Were you not on the show that John filmed at RWA?
No.
No? How did that happen? Wow.
I think they just missed. I think they missed by like one day.
Man. So it would be wild if you guys finally connect in Scotland. So, because I think John was already looking for wrestling promotions in the UK in general. So, but either way. So let's talk about like for a moment here, because I do want to talk about this because it was really cool to see this pop up. You mentioned NWA for a second there. You are you are Temple of Doom, the Doom 2 U's, I guess. And NWA, don't take us down. I do content for you. But there's your partner.
Good old Stoney.
Stone Rockwell, isn't it? Adventurer. May look familiar with somebody we used to talk to on this show back in the day. But you're part of this, and that's that was pretty cool when I saw that announcement, man. It was like, no, it went into a commercial.
Yeah, you want to leave it right there. That's good because we're going right back to.
Oh yeah, this is a we'll be right back situation. Yep. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you are. There you go, doing some NWA stuff. I guess Beretta, who's amazing, had a great main event on the last NWA Exodus.
That guy is all business.
He absolutely is all business. It's incredible. So, is this that one? Oh, this is that one that we're coming. And here comes the cannonball. Boom. There you go. So, how has that been for an experience? Because I know NWA's got a pretty decent production going over there.
I love it, man. NWA is great. Great crew. Great people. I'm honored to work for Billy Corgan.
Mm-hmm.
All the producers there are great. I will put it like this, compared to other companies I've worked for that are not worth mentioning, that claim to be major league.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely they took me in and treated us like we were one of them. They accepted us on the first day.
That's great.
And that's cool, and I appreciate that. So,
and this seems like the kind of thing we've always had a discussion about where's the Beastman gimmick kind of go. Does that get on the level thing on these upper levels? But like the way that they do characters at NWA, like it really is a really good fit with what you're doing. And I love this team up that they're doing. It's
definitely one of the more random things that I'm doing right now, but it's so much fun. I love working with Stone. It's a Canadian and a Canadian from Jones, Indiana, who I can't understand half the time anyways with his accent. I'm not hating on the Canadians. I love the Canadians, but Nick, I love you, A. It's just a good time.
What a team up. There it is. And you're saving your partner from the
trying to that damn claw, man.
Man, did you? Is that the guy who clawed you in the battle riot?
No, dude, I got clawed by Marshall Von Erich.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Take that, Duke Davis. You might be IWC heavyweight champion. Congratulations, by the way, buddy. I'm proud of you. Can't tag you though on social media, or you'll take me off, or you'll block me like you say you do. But I got clawed by Von Erich. Can't take that away from me. That's my claim to success in indie wrestling, pro wrestling, right there. The
highest heights, right?
Yep.
So fantastic. Anything else going on we need to talk about in the world of the Beastman?
Nah, life's good. I'm just excited about the opportunities coming up here in the next few months. Like I said, I guess some free time coming up. I'm going to enjoy that.
Good.
I just want to know if you're going to wrestle the Loch Ness Monster when you're in Scotland.
If he shows up, I'm going to put the headlock
Open
on.
challenge, right?
Yep.
The head Loch Ness Monster.
Oh, you guys are going to be in Beaver County this weekend.
Yes, we are.
I'm down in Washington Taco Tequila Festival wrestling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is there wrestling down there? I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm hanging out with Little John all day.
Okay. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Send me pictures of you and Little John while I'm sweating my ass off in Beaver County.
I will.
I don't even know who's playing this weekend.
Little John, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, not Virgil. Mike Jones. So Taco and Tequila Festival at Wild Thing Stadium.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. I don't know who's my let's see, my Boom on the Bridge. I got the Ghost Hounds, Brian Kelly. I don't know any of these people.
Not it.
This is the one I'm doing. 880 Wrestling is going to be at this thing. I'm actually working the event for media that has nothing to do with wrestling, and then my wrestling friends are going to be there, so we're going to have a camera there. So that's what I'm involved in this weekend. This is free if anybody's interested. That's where I don't know why the wrestling ring's a rectangle on this post. But our friend Kid Mendel hooks us up with this too, so it's a lot of fun. We did it last year, and Katie and I will be up there in Beaver County. So, before we go to the break here, I need to ask you one important question.
Who, me?
Yeah. Yes, you.
Oh.
Yes, you. This is your segment, man.
I thought the segment was next.
No. This is. Wait. Did you think your segment was coming up?
Yeah.
What have we been doing for the last 20 minutes?
I was just answering.
I need to ask you about your trainee.
Which one?
I think you know which one. The one that I encounter on a weekly basis. That is
the guy that's right in the middle of the page.
Yeah, the guy that's in the middle of your fucking poster, dude. What is the deal with Clayton King and his angry suburban dad energy?
I'm a proud daddy. I'm a proud dad.
Is this what you instituted him as a trainee, as a trainer? Is this, he's out there, he's flipping off little kids. They're flipping him off too.
Good.
He's like, good.
Good.
That's good. Good point.
What else is he doing?
He's giving me shit every week. Good. Yeah, you give me shit every week too. If you were there, that is also true. So I usually get a lot of commentary on my camera, don't I?
Good. What else is he doing?
I don't know, Rizz. What else is he doing down there?
I mean, he's teaming with John.
Yeah, some guy named John.
Just some guy named John.
Not so good. No.
That's
That's good. Good. I like John. I like some guy named John.
Okay.
What if his name was Jake?
Some guy named Jake?
Yeah.
well, then he'll be some guy named Jake from Safe Harbor. No, wait, that's a
No.
different guy.
We already did that in Cleveland, and it got some people in trouble.
Yeah,
we can't go down that road anymore. Actually,
Can't call him that anymore.
No, we can't call them the State Farm dancers or any of that kind of stuff. Like, that's when a gimmick is getting too good, is when you start getting a cease and desist from somebody. So,
But Sorg, what is your problem with Clayton King?
I mean, he's flipping everybody off. He reminds me of a garden gnome that I found this weekend on site up at the Michigan. He's just been terrible. The man is a menace. Okay.
Is it because he's straight edge?
Is he?
Yeah.
Then the guy needs to take a drink, man, because he's got to let loose a little bit, because dude's got some angry energy.
Let me express something about Clayton King.
Okay. Tell me about him.
He is a product of the VCW Wrestling School, soon to be moved to Pittsburgh. Cheap plug. But if you can tell, though, his progression over the last year from when actually the last 2 years from when he started at VCW to now, obviously he is coming to his own. He is honestly one of the best up-and-comers in the Pittsburgh area. I love that. I would really like to see him expand more into the area, like work at RWA or Rise or 2PW down the line.
He would do wonders.
He would do great. He would do great. I don't. He always hits me up, need advice. I always try to give him the best advice. Sometimes my advice ain't so good, but I will say this: when I was gone, he was my workhorse. He was my number 2 guy when it came to when I moved up here. He did a lot of the postering for the shows on his own. Some days, like he would have the other kids, they wouldn't go. Some days he'd do it like he had other people helping him out. He would run the training sessions when we did have students there in West Virginia. So Zach, okay, is what I know him as. He deserves any opportunity that's given to him. He has always thrived on it, and he's done well. And I'm proud of him for everything that he's done. Is that a sticker? Is that Clayton King merch?
No, it's an image I found, and then this is an image I found in Michigan of a gnome that's giving the double fingers.
No, is that?
And I just felt like it's the same kind of thing.
Is that a Clayton King picture?
Yeah, it's a Clayton King picture that was on his social media.
Motherfucker!
What?
And I don't have that for my collection. So. Yeah, I'm sorry we're not allowed to curse, but
yeah, we are allowed to curse on this one.
We're the curse.
Where the fuck have you been? I know I've been gone a while.
I've been on the show.
No,
I haven't been on in a few months.
That was the last show that we were not allowed to curse. You're allowed to curse. This is the only show I do. We're allowed to say fuck.
It's called the Wrestling Mayhem Show, not the Wrestling Manor Show.
No. Try to be proper here. Well,
you did take off your shirt at one point in the show.
Yeah, you did. That wouldn't be the first time
That's true.
we've had that happen. Somebody took off their pants, so Troy Lords took off.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Where's Troy Lords?
You say somebody?
Oh my god! I found
it's only happened once.
Time out, Mike.
What?
Troy Lords. I found there is a thing on. I guess this too on Instagram.
Okay.
This guy, he's a strong man. If he has the Troy Lords get up.
Yes.
Have you
Sorg.
seen it?
No.
Sorg, I told you this.
Go on.
I have shown you the video.
Okay.
And said this is Troy Lords.
Hold on, let me find her. Where's Dean Rafford? I sent it to him the other day. All right. Sorg.
Oh, the name drops.
Ah.
No, we're not allowed to swear on the other podcast that I No, we're
All right,
not
look-
allowed to
look
swear
at-
on the
look
client podcast.
look at your-
Okay,
look at
we're
your
not even
Instagram.
like allowed to make certain references.
Look at your Instagram,
I'm
Michael
loving my
Sorg.
Instagram. Hold on a second. What is happening? Oh, this guy. Okay, so
Yeah,
we're saying,
we've had discussions about this, Sorg.
yeah, this is very Troy Lords actually. Wow. No, you sent me this, and I thought it was Troy Lords for a moment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do. when I
At
saw
first
it.
look, and you're like, "What is happening
This
here?"
motherfucker,
So,
this motherfucker's an old school strong man.
he's
Like a
doing-
bent horseshoe hearts.
Like, he's
I
got the
love it.
same like mascara lipstick thing going on. He's kind of got the same vibe going on. You know, with this one's he's blonde. Who is this? This is Rick Strongback on
Yeah.
Instagram. Okay, well, we got to get these guys together.
Brr.
We've had a strong man on the show before. We had the world's strongest redneck on the show before, ages ago, back when we were in the basement. So we should check in on him. I wonder how he's doing. He doesn't live too far, last I knew.
Who, Troy Lords?
No. Also, I want to check on Troy. Somebody do a health check on
Yes.
Troy Lords because I haven't seen anything from him for a while, actually. So
All right. Well,
but
Clayton,
anyways.
Clayton King just sent me a text and asked me why I stopped talking about him. So I gotta.
You just started talking about it.
No, we're not going to start again. I think it's time to go to a
No,
break
keep
there.
going. Hold on,
I don't
hold
think it's
real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Give Clayton King his props.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody, like, I've trained Mad Dog Myers. I trained who has been trained Garrett Lee from the Wayward Sons. Trained the Lumberjacks, the Lucha Lumberjacks, or the White Trash Luchadors, where they call them this week. Clayton King. Those are my guys. They've done well. I think they've done very well for what they've gone through the last 10, like especially Mad Dog Myers. He's coming to his own, and he's got his own thing going on now with his tattooing. So
Good.
which I still have to go get a tattoo from him eventually.
There you go.
In all honesty, man, Clayton, if I can retire tomorrow, if I can quit the business for good, knowing that he's still going to be carrying like the legacy of what I did in the Ohio Valley, and he moves it to the future or whatever happens in the future, I know we're in good hands.
You tell me Clayton King is the next Beastman?
No, he's not the next Beastman, but he's definitely a very close because he
Beastman adjacent.
Look, I'll be honest with you guys. When I started in the business in 2004, I know I'm going to bring up a name that some people might not like. I don't care. When I was working for Black Diamond and helping out Rick, I was putting up all the posters. I was setting the ring up. I was doing all this. Clayton was doing that for me, and a lot of times, like, I always try to thank him, and I always appreciate it. There's been times when we've had arguments about things, but he has that passion like I still have for the business, and he's going to succeed, and he's going to do well. I just can't wait to see how he's going to be a year from today, because it's going to be scary, especially when that Clayton King babyface turn happens here soon.
What? No.
Sorg,
The best heels make the
Sorg is going to.
No. I can't.
The best heels
no.
make the best baby faces.
I don't know,
Quote me
man.
on that.
In a
Wow.
year, Sorg will be
no.
turned to a
I can't.
Clayton King
I'll
lover.
walk away. No. I
Quote
can't
me-
see it.
Quote me on it.
You're
quote me.
you're on the record. You're on the internet, baby. Jeez. Nope.
It's
August
happening.
31st, Bishop Donahue High School, 3 p.m. bell time.
There you
Can't wait to
go.
See you guys there.
Clayton, your next champ. What's going on
Never,
here?
I didn't say that.
Jeez.
Never said that.
What's going
Never
on
said
there?
it.
What is it? So we know Zeke's going to be there. According to the poster, of course. We got Zeke.
You
We got
guys
Clayton.
Want,
We got
guys
you.
want a spoiler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show
I'll
some
give,
hot
breaking
news.
news.
Hot news.
I'll give the spoilers.
Okay. Well, what's happening to your phone?
Sorry.
You're watching that bullshit wrestling again that you sent me?
I'll announce 2 matches right now. Okay.
Oh, 2
2
matches.
Ooh.
are
What? Okay.
For the VCW Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Not World yet. We have to defend it in Canada first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had
Okay,
discussions
Quinn.
about
Okay,
World
Quinn
and
Magnum.
Championship.
Cowpoke Paul, VCW Heavyweight Champion,
Yes.
against Gory. Man event.
Whoa.
Man event.
Okay.
And of course, we always have to have some sort of attraction match.
Okay.
So, and this stems off the last time we were in McMechen, and I have to get some revenge on the man. Beastman versus Jamison Barbed Wire Massacre. No rope barbed wire.
Fuck.
I want to put you ringside, Rizz.
We're doing it in McMechen. No rope barbed wire.
Bring a tarp.
Yep.
Bring some
They
clean.
did just redid the floors and add air conditioning in the building finally. So.
We got air conditioning.
Finally.
Yes, finally.
Whoa! It's a McMechen miracle.
Yes, it is. The McMechen miracle. So.
There you go. There you go. I am making a case in these days that wrestling should not
Oh,
occur in a place without proper environmental controls as a rule.
Saturday. was
As a
hell.
rule.
So are you saying we should ban wrestling in West Newton in the summer months?
Yes.
I think we already did. There's no July show.
There's no July
First of
show,
all,
But again, that doesn't matter.
no,
It's gonna be twice as hot in August.
yeah, it will be at this point because it's just getting hotter and it just, oh my god, it's at 100 degrees on my car today.
So
Here,
one
Pittsburgh.
thing
105 in mine, Sorg.
Oof.
See, I love when people complain about the weather. Like, I understand for the fans. Like,
Yeah.
they don't
That's
wanna
the thing.
say.
It's a problem for the fans.
It's for when I was training. Dude, I trained in a garage where it was like,
Sure.
half of it was outside. Like half
Sure.
half the ring was literally outside.
Yeah.
But like when I was living in southern West Virginia and going down to bookie school training on that stuff, I mean there was no air conditioning in any of the buildings at all.
Sure.
So I'm wrestling in front of 30 people doing 30 minutes with the Stro on a Saturday night hitting West Virginia. Learn how to work.
That sounds cool when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Actually.
Mhm.
And paying my dues and learn how to being able to do that, you know.
But you know,
You get accustomed to it, you know. So wrestling.
Sure.
Now, thankfully, Saturday sucked,
yeah.
but we didn't go no 30 minutes, thank God. But I don't know if Gianni had the cardio to go 30 minutes with the Husk. So
Well, we'll see. We'll see. One day.
always next time.
Maybe Gianni will do the Iron Man match this year. So, I don't know. You think they'll make it a yearly tradition?
Where
I was going to ask them, and they did. It's like we're going to have the yearly Iron Man match in September.
Hey,
I mean, who would you book? Oh, yeah, okay, so Clayton King versus Gianni in an Iron Man match. Let's do it.
all right. I think Clayton has cardio for it. So
There you go. There you go.
I've seen him run for me when I had a taser in my hand. So yeah, he's good.
Real sentences.
Okay.
Real sentences.
Food for thought. Food
Okay.
for thought. If you could pick two wrestlers in Pittsburgh to go an hour.
To go an hour?
To go an hour. Who would it be? If you could book a match.
Duke and Reese.
Duke and Reese?
Yeah.
I would say Duke and Spencer.
Oh, Spencer. Yeah. That's what I thought, too.
So this, based on this, it's not fully Pittsburgh, but I would throw my hat in. I just pulled the clip with me talking about it because Bill Collier and Spencer Slade was one of the best 25 minutes I've watched in wrestling in recent memory.
I've seen them. I saw their first ever match.
Yeah.
Against each other, and it was fire then.
Because I think they did one at APWF last year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, this one they pulled off in Erie was amazing.
Their chemistry together is.
I think they could easily do an hour.
Yeah.
It's
They could
crazy.
do it.
Like that is one of the best big man matches I've seen in ages.
Excuse me. No, you're right.
I mean, come on.
When you say big, when you say big man, like I'm
There's
truly a big
right,
man.
right.
You know
But
what
they're
I mean?
like 2 6'4"-ish, muscle dudes. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean? Like, and to see them just like put out a banger like that, it was tremendous.
100%.
You know,
Oh, even Collier and Gorgeous Gregory on Sunday was a great
Yeah.
match.
exactly. All right, so Beastman and Clayton King for Iron Man match in September.
60
Let's
minutes.
go.
Yep.
No,
60 minutes. 60 minutes. Go 60 minutes with the Husk.
no.
Let's think about that for a second. We'll take a break. Chat room, what do you want for an Iron Man match out of the greater friends of the show, I guess we could say. And then we'll be back, and I'm going to ask some poignant questions for Mad Mike from his hiatus. We'll be back after this.
I'm Eamon.
I'm Merlin.
And we're a gay.
And his NB.
Are you a reality television connoisseur?
Do you like it discussed from an LGBTQ lens?
If so, A Gay and His NB is the podcast for you.
Hear us break down all your favorite guilty pleasure reality shows from Bravo, Drag Race, and just about everything in between.
Listen to A Gay and His NB on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're still here. The Beastman is hanging out here. The Mad Mike is here. The Rizz. No, that way. The Rizz
Nope,
is
that's
here.
not me.
Yeah, there you go. There you are.
awesome.
I don't know why.
There we are.
Hey, there it is.
There's my buddy.
There it is. We had the question when we went to break of who would you pick for a Pittsburgh area friend of the show? Let's say Iron Man match from the chat room. True Prince says if I had to pick two for an Iron Man match, it would be Mikey Montgomery and Andrew Palace. Andrew Palace
Yes.
is the cardio machine, so that makes a lot of sense. And I think Mikey would be a lot of fun with that too. And Tina says Gannon Jones Jr. and Bill Collier.
Ooh,
I
yeah,
think I'd be
yeah.
down with that. So, but
One name that I kind of want to throw out there, just because he would have the ability to make that 60 minutes his. Like, even though it's not really it's not going to be a wrestling match, but what about J-Rock?
whoa, what?
Putting J-Rock in a 60-minute Iron Man match, and like, 30 of those minutes are going to be J-Rock yelling at people.
It's gonna be a lot of Memphis in there, right? It's gonna be a lot of.
I think you'd have to give it up more than one time over the course of the
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
probably 2 or 3.
Who'd you have? Oh, we just
At
had.
least.
Well,
it would
again,
be-
I haven't watched this cage match that J Rock had with John McChesney this week. This weekend, and
thankfully,
other than
no sides
by
of
the
the
way,
cage did fall down.
I'm getting ready to do the show, and I'm getting into the first match of APWF, and I find blood on my lens of my camera. Riz,
Did I touch the cameras?
I said, "Whose blood is this?" And nobody can
Well,
answer me.
I didn't touch the cameras. I
No.
didn't say.
But you're still one of the higher ups in charge down there.
Stay tuned for WMS CSI.
Put it on my tab, Sorg.
Yes, all right. We're gonna do some blood
You know
work
what?
here and find out.
I quit. Okay.
Okay, Chachi. Okay.
So yeah, let's see. It will be J Rock versus, let's say, somebody that's like a.
Is it somebody
Beastman. Let's go with
versus
Beastman.
Beastman?
You know?
Yeah.
J Rock versus Beastman?
Okay. Here's why it would work.
Okay.
All right.
See, let's go.
There is a skill to be able to work 60 minutes.
Sure.
It's just not about a fast-paced race.
No,
You know,
no.
You gotta build. You gotta build everything. It's like you're basically telling a story for an hour.
Mhm.
You know, if you know how to work, it's not hard.
Mhm.
I've always wanted to work 60 minutes. Never
Mhm.
got to yet. I've been close. I've done 45, but
Mhm.
and you were there for that sort.
Was that the Last Man Standing one?
No, it was me and Patrick Hayes.
Oh, and Hayes. Okay.
in a town we don't discuss.
Okay. We got a list of those these days.
Yeah. So it's actually on the network too, if you want to watch it. So Beast Brawl, I think it was called. No pun intended, but
Beast Brawl?
Yeah, Beast Brawl.
Was that the name of the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
It was for Ron. Ron Beast Williams, I think.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I was thinking West Virginia. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
So yeah, no, the one Dean put together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Hayes
Okay.
won 45 in that match. So.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Jeez.
So
So that's on the network. If you look up Beast Brawl, you can check that match out. Because I think that it's up for a freebie as well. So
Sweet.
Yeah, because we opened a lot of that kind of stuff up. 25-man Beast Brawl. So wait a minute. Wait, like it was 45 minutes after the Rumble, or
No, we were before the Rumble.
You're before the Rumble. Okay, and then the Brawl itself was okay. I got you. So interesting. I'm looking it up now. So yeah, no, that was kind of a surprising night if I recall. So because I saw it on the list, I'm like, what are we doing here? Are these real times? So
You tell me. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, all right. I could have went the hour that night. I felt like I had the juice to go the hour, but fortunately we didn't. So
yeah, that was an hour 22 we did on that one. Lee Moriarty's a part of that one. Wow, the names on this are tremendous, by the way. Yep, for the championship, Beastman versus Patrick Hayes, and then 25-man Beast Brawl. Wow, that's fun. Mike, I don't know if you have anybody in mind here.
Zeke and Andrew Palace.
Zeke and Palace?
Yeah.
I
just want to see Zeke yell at people for an hour.
Oh, so it would be 880 Zeke and not Happy VCW Zeke.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Happy Zeke.
Yeah, no.
Zeke knows I love him.
It's gonna be weird seeing Happy Zeke Mercer again after all these months.
Yeah.
I presume it's the same. We're getting the same Zeke and McMechen that we had. We got West Virginia Zeke, right? Allegedly, maybe. You gotta shrug on that one. So okay, we'll see. We'll see. They just seem very angry in Pittsburgh. We'll see how that goes here this week.
It's definitely the water.
It's the water. They have a title match. Zeke and Paris have a championship match against Den.
Let's go.
So
let's go,
see.
y'all.
Let's see if they finally get some gold.
Yep.
So, excellent. So that was fun. Now, Mike, first of all,
yes,
Beastman. Do you have any questions for Mike about his sabbatical and the things he experienced around wrestling or anything else?
I don't.
Okay, good. Okay. Give you an open. All right, that was an easy one. Mike, how are you with TNA these days?
I haven't been able to watch much TNA apart from like the stuff that they do crossover with NXT.
Okay.
But I'm enjoying the NXT TNA union.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. I know I haven't been on in a minute, but the Joe Hendry Randy Orton match at WrestleMania was absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Absolutely pitch perfect. Exactly what it needed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost, no, I don't want to say glad Kevin Owens couldn't be on the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, if that's what we get with Kevin Owens not making WrestleMania, I'm fine with it.
Best case scenario, honestly, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Orton doing the Joe Hendry pose at the end of his match was wonderful. Like that, bravo. I've been enjoying TNA. I did hear over the weekend someone asked Kevin Owens at Fanatics Fest who he thought El Grande Americano was, and he said he knew exactly who it was, and he said it was Elijah.
Gotcha.
So I mean, we take that with a grain of salt, I guess.
Okay.
But I mean, my girls are back in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
the inspiration /
Lord knows
iconics.
Yes, Lord knows I'm all for that. I might try and see if I can go a Long Island for Slammiversary. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
if they're booked, I might also be booked to go. I may have to make it a point of order.
I think you saw the last Iconics appearance before their
I
hiatus.
sure did.
Yeah, was it your neck of the woods?
I saw what I thought was their last match ever as a tag. I mean, I'm glad I'm wrong.
Mhm.
But yeah. And plus, this just gives me hope that they're a hop, skip, and a jump away from being on NXT again. And I'd be very good with that too.
Good. I'm glad that's come around.
Like the inspiration versus Fatal Influence. Yes, sign me up.
I think I understand you got unblocked from on Twitter by TNA in recent year or so.
Yeah. Well, that was when the inspiration first signed.
Okay.
To TNA, and that was the first tweet that popped up when I found out I was unblocked.
But it's like they know. It's like they know. We know you're watching the show, guys. I don't know who's behind the social media now because I think that's changed, but we see you. There you go. So, anyways, either way, no, that's good. I'm glad to see you're still enjoying wrestling and haven't gone burnt out on it because I know anybody that works as closely as I know you have lately, that can be an issue.
Yeah, I try to get in where I fit in. I've been watching a little less AEW just because it gets me frustrated.
I understand. Oh, we've had these discussions before for sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to rehash any of most of my thoughts.
Oh, I can't wait for us to start button heads on AEW here coming up. Here we go.
No, I mean, I'm glad there are so many people that like it.
There is.
I will say, 4-hour shows on Wednesdays.
2 weeks in a row. I got
too much. They should never do that again.
Listen.
Especially when the second hour is just Collision.
Yeah. Listen. I watched those on the road and I fell asleep the last hour both times. And I don't feel like I'm okay. Like I'm okay with it, kind of thing. And that's not any detraction on the show.
If you're okay with it, I don't want to ever hear you bitch about VCW running over 2 hours ever again.
I did fall asleep at your show, switching the main event one time because I drove in from Chicago to do your show. Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. So
there was one time I wasn't paying attention and then a chair flew over my head and I was like, okay, I'm paying attention now.
I wonder who did that.
I wonder.
Yeah.
When was this?
It's one of your shows, probably.
One of your shows.
Listen, can we talk about the weirdest shit happens at your shows? Like the one time that Ashley got covered in kerosene by accident.
What? How do I not know these things?
Because
you were in the match.
Yeah, you were busy being in the match, not getting caught on fire. I'm the one who had to hear about it for the rest of the night.
Well, Ashley, I'm sorry that happened to you.
There you go.
Send me the bill. I'll send it to Shadow as your payment.
I don't know how many times the bill was like it's on my SDI cords. But anyways,
I want to know when I threw not me, but who threw the chair at
you? You were doing your entrance, and then you grabbed the security chair that's in the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like right in front of you,
doing your job.
You turn and just chuck the chair into the ring over my head.
Well, you shouldn't have been there.
I shouldn't have. And I apologize.
It's all right. Okay, here's a little tidbit for you.
Okay.
So, So you know how the building is like, I can talk shit in the building. I don't give a fuck.
They've been renovated. It's fine. It's a random West Virginia building.
So you know
what do you expect?
Yeah. So you know how when they would just up and hey, you guys can't have this day now because we have a dance recital.
Yeah.
So they did it to us twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were bitching at us about the banquet tables that were the plastic tables we use for merch. Like, make sure.
Oh, I know where this is going.
So last show, like I was pissed. I was pissed at my mom too because she's in charge. Like, I don't care if she hears us or not. She's retiring soon. Like, so we did a thing where this is where you don't destroy things, but thankfully I have some cool in that place. I thought it was my table because I brought my own plastic tables as well at the commentators at the thing. I had Kong jump off the stage on me through a plastic table. Mm-hmm. My sister-in-law, who I love very much, that you know very well, Monkey flings poo, by the way. You're welcome. Always bring that up. Reposted your thing on Facebook. Okay, your GIF of it. Get a call as soon as it's done for the match. That better not have been our table. That was broke. I'm like, no, it's mine. Don't worry about it. After the show, I'm like, Clayton, come here. Get rid of this thing. They don't need to take it somewhere. Just throw it on the road. I just get this so they don't come in Monday.
So Clayton's your fixer. That explains why he's so angry.
Him and Garrett Lee are my fixers. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little unknown VCW story. Or
oh my God,
Mike, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break up your.
It's
segment.
okay.
So,
That's kind of where we went.
Again, it's the Wrestling Mayhem show, not the Wrestling Mayhem show. So it's totally fine. I expect to be interrupted.
This is the Mad Mike segment of the show. So
we're just catching up.
I'm gonna be around.
Yeah, he's gonna be around a bit. So just a little bit introductory. But I had to ask about TNA, considering your history with it. So, and there was some news this week and everything. So no, it's been really good. It's a really good time. And again, even if you're not an AEW fan or whatever, like there's a lot of options out there. So
I'm not saying I'm not an AEW.
Mm-hmm,
I'm just saying I'm a fan of many of the wrestlers.
Mm-hmm. You can pick and choose. That's fine.
I like a lot of the matches I see. I wish they were doing that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like there are certain things that I think could improve their product that are easy fixes, and the fact they're not doing them frustrates me to no end. I'll give one example and then we'll move on. Wasting Mercedes Moné versus Athena in the first round of a tournament on free television, and Athena taking a clean loss. Stupidest fucking decision I've seen in wrestling in the past year.
And I'm curious, I need to catch up on Ring of Honor, but I'm kind of curious how they've been playing that on that side of the fence too, because I know she popped up in a multi-person over the weekend as well with them, and I don't think I watched it yet. So I think it's later in the show, but yeah.
But
so
like that's the stupidest decision I've seen in a very long time, because I saw that match was going to be booked and I was very excited. And then I saw when and how it was booked and watched it, and while the match was good, I'm like, why is this on free TV? Why is this not the finals? Why are you having the forever champ lose? Like for nothing. It's
yeah.
like, if it was the finals, that's one thing. Like,
you could have put anybody else in that slot too, right? So
you literally could have. Thousands of women.
Unless they're planting a seed for something later, Supercard of the Honor is the night before. Maybe Mercedes is going to decide to do a double shot. Who knows?
No, unless she's winning that title and bringing another.
I was going to say it might be. I don't know. She's doing belt collector right now, so who knows? So either way, you know what I do know. The Slice brings all the Beastmans to the yard. Our friends at Slice on Broadway supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. SliceOnBroadway.com. Go check them out. They are the winningest, the best cheese pizza in the world. Oh, no, what'd I do? Oh, no, we went away. There we are. In the world. Go check them out. The trophy's still down there at Slice on Broadway of Beachview. They have multiple locations around. I know Rizz does the tour of Slice every once in a while, so go check them out. And thank you them for supporting the show. What?
Some good hoagies too.
Good hoagies. And then Tim's Corner Market. We've been getting the hoagies from Tim's Corner Market, like more kind of deli sandwiches. We've been getting them delivered on the Grub Hubs lately. That's been really cool too. Misty's been really kind of digging on that. So.
Not a sponsor.
Well, I mean they're owned by the same people. So yeah, no, it's a Slice affiliate. I recommend it.
Do they also do Stunt Pig?
I don't know about Stunt Pig. What is Stunt Pig?
Yeah, that's at Squirrel Hill. Anyways, that's something else completely different.
Okay. I'm looking up stunt pig. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Why do you think that is?
Keep your safe
Is it-
search on. Sorg.
Oh, this one looks different. What?
Because I
Keep your safe-
thought
Keep a safe search on.
I
Yeah.
thought I saw the guy who owns that place there.
Close for vacation. We are stunt pig. I don't know. Well, those look pretty good though. We need a food. I don't go to Squirrel Hill enough for food. I really need to. A lot of good stuff over there. This is good stuff over there. It's an
It's a
experience.
good spot.
It's a good
It's
spot.
a good spot.
Good spot. Parking scares me away sometimes. So, anyways, it's time to
just park in the library. It's fine.
Jeez, hot tip for Squirrel Hill, guys, Pittsburgh. Anyways, everybody, what did you learn from wrestling this week or lately? Let's start with Beastman.
You can park at the library at Squirrel Hill.
No, from wrestling.
Oh.
What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned to never bring your gear.
Never bring your gear.
No, okay. So I've learned to always expect the unexpected.
Mhm.
Things never always go according to plan.
Mhm.
Always keep an open mind. And VCW returns to Bishop Donahue on August 31st.
There you go. It's the barbed wire no rope match.
Yep.
There you go. Cowpoke versus Gory main event. Anyway, is that the main event? Is it? Okay, well, there's some logistics we need to talk about here. Rizz, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Was that going to be the main event? I learned this week that good wrestlers provide a space for good wrestling and other things to protect good wrestlers.
Yes.
Period.
Okay.
End of story.
Okay. We'll leave it at that. Mad Mike. Well, no, sorry, now I'm advertising Stump Pick for no reason. Mad Mike, what did you learn from your hiatus in wrestling?
Oh God. I learned a lot.
That you're allowed to tell us.
You
can do this week as well. We can do that too.
I'll do a couple quick lessons.
Okay.
One, puppets are always going to be over. I don't care who has them. I don't care who uses them. Puppets are always going to be over, and if you monetize them by selling versions of the puppets, that's going to be even better.
Like this guy, like that guy right here, like that guy right here.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Mr. Iguana, Harley Cameron, I'm looking at you. I want a Mercedes Moné puppet. The fact that there is not one on AEW's merch site is a fallacy.
I think this is the thing where when you have the machine behind you. Does WB Shop have the puppet up yet for the iguana yet?
Not as far as I know.
They don't have a version of
No.
it. They will.
They
They
should.
Yeah, they will.
They will. It's only a matter of time. By the way, my Penta mask is coming in like a week and a half. And I'm very excited.
Fantastic. Awesome.
It was my birthday gift to myself.
There you
It's
go.
taken this long.
What do you got? What else you got?
Injuries suck. Liv Morgan getting injured right before Evolution
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of when Alexa Bliss got injured right before the first Evolution, and we were supposed to get Alexa versus Trish, and I'm assuming we were supposed to get Liv and Raquel versus the Bellas at this year's Evolution.
At least against the one.
Yeah. I'm assuming both because they're tag champions. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, luckily, there is Roxanne. Perfect story right there. And but it sucks just Liv like missing Evolution and then missing that hometown Jersey pop.
Mm-hmm.
That kills me because Liv has been killing it in every aspect of the game the past year. It just sucks to see when injuries happen to people who are really like just destroying. And by the way, side note from that, the Dominic Mysterio face turn that's inevitably going to happen is going to be legendary.
That kind of goes with what you were saying about Clayton King there, Beastman. So
You want Clayton King to have a face turn, Sorg.
no, I don't. No, I can't fathom it. No,
It's going to be huge.
impossible, implausible, inconceivable.
Also,
Even
I did look up in WB Shop. They only have the one AAA Mr. Iguana shirt
Mm,
on
It's
on
coming.
sale.
it's got
But they also have a autographed Mr. America Funko Pop, which is interesting.
Is it autographed by Mr. America or Hulk Hogan? I need.
Somehow Hulk Hogan.
No one ever proved the Hulk Hogan was Mr. America.
You
No.
sure about that?
There's
I'm
no way.
pretty sure they definitively proved that.
What? When?
Yeah, they showed him take his mask off.
When
There
Mr.
wasn't-
America said he was a racist. Anyway,
That was AI.
There was-
That's
yeah.
all AI.
It's all AI in the
They
late
did, a,
2000s.
they did a whole lie detector to prove that he
They
was
did
not
do a lie
Mr.
detector.
America.
They did do a lie
He was
detector.
not Mr. America. So,
Yeah,
you know.
there you go. There you go.
I always thought Chuck Palumbo was Mr.
Mm.
America.
Huh.
Wasn't he with Piper
That was Sean.
during that time?
Sean O'Hare, Chuck Palumbo, same
Oh,
person.
that was Sean O'Hare.
Same
that's
person.
right.
Well, from the chat room, let's do this real quick. Tina learned that this week that praying the superstars are safe this weekend. It's a great thing to experience a kiddo's first show with a promotion. She's taking her niece and junior to AEW tomorrow, and today belongs to Riri. If you know, you know. Riri? I don't know.
Ironheart drops tonight.
Oh yes, yes, 3 episodes and then 3 next week, right?
I'm extremely excited about it.
Yes, let's do this. I also got to get Andor in season 2 as well, since everybody's been
Andor
talking about
what?
it for the last month. Andor, fucking Rizz, son of a bitch.
Every fucking
True
time it's
Prince
gonna happen.
says he learned that Karrion Kross finally got a match on pay-per-view with Sami Zayn, and I'm very excited for it. Yes, and on a very big show. Karrion Kross about to get a hell of a payday. So good for him. So the show up on that. That might be a bigger payday than Mania. I don't know the way that goes.
I'm gonna say especially.
Yeah. Especially there might be some hazard pay this weekend too.
By the way, I do kind of wonder if John Cena is going to say that CM Punk's morals have been compromised to a permanent end.
He already
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Had to do something.
Wow. Damn it.
Like the fact that he is wrestling on that show.
He already did it. He already
man.
called him a hypocrite.
Like honestly,
hypocrite?
you know who should interfere? The Miz.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz should interfere just because.
Here's what I learned. There's always going to be shitty people in wrestling. But thankfully, there's a very good community that is going to kind of rise up above it. And there's always going to be new people who are going to fall for it, unfortunately, too. So I'm hoping the community does well to try to protect those people. And because shit happens around wrestling, unfortunately, it attracts, I don't want to say predators, but that is the fact, too.
Jerks.
Let's say jerks. The jerkiest jerks
Yeah.
to ever jerk, for instance. So there's some, obviously there's a, if you're on social media around certain things, there's some pretty disgusting things coming out of some wrestling people and promotions that's just unacceptable. And I do, this is on the back end. I've been seeing conversations around it, and I do appreciate the majority of the support that's been happening in the wrestling community. Beastman, you can kind of talk to the brotherhood that is the professional wrestling community. That happens, brother and sisterhood, obviously. But it's been through something that was just kind of completely disgusting. Seeing that community kind of rise up and kind of come together on it has been really kind of impressive over the last couple of days, and kind of sit back and accidentally be a part of that conversation, honestly, is a bit kind of interesting to watch. So, and beyond that, you never know what kind of drama is going to start at a Haas's.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from wrestling this week.
One thing, one thing about the situation,
Which we're not going to detail or anything here,
No,
but if you know, you know.
A quick thing, you said brotherhood and sisterhood. I think in this situation, it's family, because we're all family.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter who you work for, what issues there is, who you might you might not like somebody because they work here or whatever. But like one event, it shows you that Pittsburgh wrestling as a whole, no matter what issues there is, we're all a family and we're here to support each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're and I'm not speaking for, I can't speak on behalf of everybody because, like, one thing I will say is, like, just seeing the unity of everybody coming to support our fellow family members at this time has been amazing. And it just shows that the love that everybody has for each other, for what this business can do, is just one thing that people don't appreciate. So no matter what situations or whatever issues you might have going on, just remember you have a family, and we're all here for you, no matter who you are or anything that's going on. We have your back. Just always remember that.
There you go. Well,
and just don't be a jerk ass.
some people don't know another way, unfortunately.
No, like don't be a jerk ass and use spell correct in your text. That's it.
That's another story. But guys, thank you. But Beastman Husk on the social medias.
Husk.
There you go. I will also put a plug out because we're putting clips out. Beastman was recently on Fishing Without Bait, our mindfulness podcast on sorgatronmedia.com. And you can go check that out. Fishingwithoutbait.com. Learn about the inner Beastman.
Go deep.
Yo,
we go fishing already.
You dove right in the deep end of the lake on that one. So that was pretty incredible. So go check that out if you're interested in more on the Beastman, not just us making OnlyFans jokes and feet jokes. So you got any last words? There you go. Mad Mike 4883 on some social media somewhere out there, I'm sure.
I'm on Twitter still. I don't know why.
What's Twitter?
I'm also
Don't
on
worry about it.
Instagram. You can see like fun pictures.
There you go. Rizz has been doing Rizz Plays Games on Twitch again, I saw.
Sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
Rizz, are you just gearing up for the return of Great Khali in 2K?
Yes.
I gotta get caught up with some
I mean,
2K.
Are you going? Is the first match you're going to run Great Khali versus Shaq and Iron Man?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure.
And I also want to say, Sorg, and Beast, I am very sad that none of you got the hot dog with your name engraved in the hot dog that Hosses has or had.
Wait, what?
Do they have that anymore? Where they are able to grill your name into the hot dog. I haven't been
illegal.
I haven't been in a Haas's since I was like 10.
That might be the reason why.
That's probably the reason.
Sorg's looking at it right now.
I'm serious. I'm pretty sure that is a thing. And also, I do like how, without even knowing that Sorg was going to a Haas's, I remember back in my college days, I know there was a Haas's there. So the first thing I said was, "Are you guys going to the Haas's?"
We drove by your old college, by the way. I know that. So yeah. God, we should have put you on the show just so you could have a little bit of a homecoming.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let me know when you want to play the outro, Sorg.
It is time. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much. At Sorgatron on the social medias. Oh God.
Take it.
Do you know the words?
No. Jeff does.
They're not hard.
Look out, the monkey thinks blue. What the fuck you gonna do? We are the crack crew. Watch out, we fling through too. Look out.
Are you done?
So it's so weird because on Zoom it doesn't pick up the volume.
I was going to say on Zoom, we did not hear that at all.
No.
Are you on?
What are you doing?
I'm assuming I know what you're
You're gonna do. We are the crack crew. Watch out, we fling through too.
You know, the monkey is singing too.
What the fuck are you going to do?
Just wait. Wait for the perfect time.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.